So here we are at the Red Bull Ring. Fabio, we know how hectic it can be on the opening lap. What advice would you give just to sort of manage this pressure that you're going to have?
Well, of my experience is don't make a mistake on corner 3, because I was third and finally I exit on first position. So that's the main thing, to make the two first corners in a good way.
It's certainly super tight in that first corner, and the third one as well. Let's just run you through the grid. On pole position, as we said, Christian MM17, joined on the front row by Trastevere and AndrewZh.
Yeah, then after them, you got Ellie Ghost, Adrian DP, and Wimp rounding out the second row.
Row number 3, as we can see now, the KTM of Juan NH, the Aprilia of Rioja, and 9th on the grid will be the LCR Castrol Honda of Moe.
Yeah, and then finally on the last row, Mr. TFTW, Bomber and Mereja rounding out the top 12. Bomber, we know who Fabio will be cheering for on that Petronas Yamaha. Bomber 45. Had a great race just now in Mugello, but will he be able to do anything, pull anything out of the bag, a bit like Fabio in Austria maybe?
Yes, he will make a good start.
Yeah?
You're confident? I feel it.
You feel it? Okay, well, let's see how much of a prediction this Fabio Quartararo is. It looks like it's Christian MM17 who got a good start, but Trastevere is the man down into the first corner. Up the inside, though, of Christian MM17, his brother, Adrian. Where is your man, though, Fabio? Bomber 45 maintains that 8th place, but here we're on the run down towards turn 2 and turn 3. No mistakes, just like Fabio said right now, eh?
It's absolute carnage through that first corner. I think everybody was outside of track limits. There were pretty much the car park route for every single one of them. And again at turn 3, just as you said, Fabio, don't make a mistake there, because you can end up out in front, and that's exactly what the man at the front of the pack has done, Christian MM17.
Well, looks like the Petronas Yamaha's coming out the inside. Oh my goodness, he just took someone out, I think, or did he not? He proper bushed into him. Fabio, I would never expect to see anything like that from you.
Yeah, but I can feel he's strong. I knew before the race start that he will make a good start.
Hang on, I feel there's been some kind of top tips going on here, some private ones for him, but Christian MM17's the main one who's really benefited from all that. Oh. The inside is his brother, Adrian DP26, of the double world champion. But look at this, Christian MM17 getting the same sort of opportunity AndrewZh had back in Mugello.
Here we go, the 4 abreast into the penultimate corner, and it's AndrewZh that comes out in front of the all-run wide.
My goodness,
oh
it is just like, it's worse than a Moto3 race. It's ridiculous. I can't even control what's going on. Oh, Bomber 45, the Petronas Yamaha's a bit wide at the final corner. What will Mike say about those track limits?
Meanwhile, Christian MM17 at the front of the race is out of trouble and he's away with it. 1.2 seconds clear again. There's contact from AndrewZh. It's absolute chaos in Austria.
The adrenaline is still flowing from that Mugello race just a few minutes ago, because these guys are going at it hammer and tong. Mike has got one hell of a job on. Juan NH has been accused of a reckless riding. Well, it's not been accused. It's been decided by Mike. It was reckless riding. Fabio, how do you even cope with these opening stages? It's just chaos.
Yeah, if this was on real life, everybody get black flag, I think. But that's funny.
Yeah,
that's funny.
My goodness! Well, definitely for that sort of move, AndrewZh is down. The winner from last time out's down, and somebody else is with him, I think. Oh well, that was carnage. I think we're gonna have to wait quite a while for the final results after this one. Oh my goodness me! 1 and 8, who's had a race direction message for reckless driving. He's in 2nd place now.
Well, close your eyes, Fabio, because the other man to go down was your man. Bomber 45 is out of it on the Petronas Yamaha.
He's been wiped out, unfortunately. Oh, Adrian DP26 been told to go back a position there. He's got to give it up to Wimp. He's got to Wimp out to Wimp. Oh my goodness me. So Christian MM17 is maintaining the lead. Is 1NH going to get any more messages from race direction? He's got no one around him at the point. Mereja is the main beneficiary of all that chaos though. He's up into 3rd.
1.5 seconds clear is Christian MM17. And Fabio, when you've got a lead of that amount, how do you go through planning the race ahead? You just need to keep hitting your markers, be as consistent as possible.
Yes, I think 1.5 is the moment where you are between taking the gesture of the gap or pushing more. So I think from 2 seconds is a great advance. So I think he will need to push a little bit more.
Hey, we've got another faller in the background, and it's Wimp again. What sort of, how hard is it? Is it better to lead a race with all no people behind you? Oh, Trastevere's up the inside again. Oh, he cut the corner on that one, though. Mike's hot on the heels of that one. He says, absolutely not, Sunshine. You have just cut the corner. Please be careful. He's only got 3 warnings, though, hasn't he?
Trastevere came from about 3 miles back then. He was absolutely nowhere, but found a move up the inside to get in front of Mereja. He needs to be careful, though. Did he just cut the inside side of the corner on the way through. At the moment, he's going to hold on to third place. And what a great ride. It's gone unnoticed by Juan NH on the KTM on home soil. What a result for the Austrian factory.
Yeah, Juan NH 1.5 seconds back on Christian MM17. I was going to ask you, Fabio, do you prefer to lead with a gap, or would you prefer to chase someone and try and make an overtake on them?
Honestly, I prefer to lead, even if I don't have the opportunity to lead a lot this year. But for sure, depends on which rider. Like to chase a rider, but I had the feeling that I feel more comfortable to be in front, because on practice, normally we practice a lot alone.
Well, clearly Christian MM17 is very comfortable leading here as well. That gap is increasing now, up to nearly 1.9 seconds from the KTM of Juan NH16. Mereja, though, is on the hunt. He's only 1.5 seconds back, but he's got big company, look, from Trastevere 73, the world champion. We're looking at the number 67 now. Really like the numbers they got there. Cool black helmet as well. I appreciate a man with style there.
This is some performance coming from Mereja. Remember, he's a rookie. He's never been in the Global Series. He's never been in the eSport Championship, full stop. He's travelled all the way from Sao Paulo in Brazil, and here he is in contention for a podium. Superb ride. You know exactly what it's like to contend as a rookie, Fabio. I mean, what a performance.
Yes, I didn't know he was a rookie, but yes, I think he already trained a lot at home.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I don't think he's a real rookie in the championship, but I think he trained a lot in the past years.
So different, though, I'm sure you'll agree, coming from training at home to suddenly being in this big stage. How do you sort of manage those nerves first time out?
Yeah, that's for sure. When you are training at home, you have no pressure, and it's like training for us. But as soon as you get in a real competition with important people looking at you, that's where the pressure comes.
Especially when Fabio Quartararo, Motogp star in the making, is commentating on you as well. But Trastevere, there's one man who can manage pressure. He's looked all over the back there of Mereja, but he went way too wide there. Oh, Bomber 45, the Petronas Yamaha is down. Oh dear, well, I don't think that's been involved with anybody else there, down in 11th place. But I remind you, this is a global series. This is race 2 of 6. It's all about consistency, and he had a good race last time out.
And talking of consistency, the man who finished second last time out, Christian MM17, at the front of this race, now over 2 seconds clear. What a performance coming. Meanwhile, race direction, Mike has been at it again. Oh, and it's under investigation. The incident between the man in 5th place, Adrian DP26, and our current championship leader, AndrewZh, is currently under investigation.
Well, that is not good news for those guys. It seems as though we'll be waiting a while then for the results. Here is AndrewZh, your winner from Mugello. He's recovered, though. He's back up to 7th place after that crash at the beginning. Riding angry, I assume, but that Ducati is so well suited round here at Austria. Hey, Fabio, tell us, how hard is it to race a Ducati at Austria? All those straights, those tight corners, very, very difficult.
Yes, it was difficult because I don't know if the game is in the same, if it's the same story as on real, but the top speed of the Ducati was insane. So yeah, I hope for Bomber he get back and and get some position. But yeah, it's not easy to race with Ducatis on this track.
Well, it looks like AndrewZh is definitely on the charge. But look at this, though. Race direction telling Juan NH16, the man on your screens there, the Red Bull KTM, corner cut. Is that again, Jack?
I think, yeah, it's definitely not the first time, and you can understand why he is cutting a few corners as well, because Mereja, the Brazilian, is applying all kinds of pressure on the KTM at the moment. The rookie you thought would be happy with 3rd place, but clearly not. He wants to go one better and get himself up to 2nd.
When you travel all the way from Brazil to come and compete in Italy in Motogp eSports, you do not want to go home without as a bigger prize as you can possibly get, that's for sure. He's in 3rd place now. A podium is great, but he wants that 2nd place.
Meanwhile, further down the field, Trastevere, our champion, still there in 4th place. Adrian DP in 5th. The man who won last time out, AndrewZh, in 7th. Meanwhile, the Repsol Honda of Ellie Ghost in 8th. So a couple of the big hitters just struggling at the moment.
Yeah, they really are, but lap 7 of 10. We're getting into the final stages of this race, and look at that. Juan NH looks as though he's got some big company from Mereja now, closing yet again. But how far back is Trastevere? I can't really see there from our graphics. It looks like 0.8 back, actually, from Mereja then. But he closes in on that Ducati right into turn 3.
Meanwhile, Christian MM17, 3.1 seconds clearing. Saw a bit of a twitch from Mereja there. Tyre life is so crucial in this game, especially this year. How easy, or how difficult, should I say, is it to try and conserve those tyres, especially here at the Red Bull Ring?
Yeah, for me it was really tough. Looks like in the game is the same, but you know, it's many right corners, many acceleration when you push a lot the tires. So yeah, it's tough. On the left corners it looks like he slid quite a lot. Yeah. But yes, on real the right side is quite critical on this track.
Look at that, Christian MM17, he definitely seems as though he likes riding like Mr. Man. Fabio Quartararo next to us, he's comfortable in the lead there on his own. He's pulled out one hell of a gap there on Juan NH16, 3.2 seconds. Blimey, Jack, I was not expecting this at all.
Absolutely superb performance coming from the Suzuki X-Star, man. Bit of a surprise as well, because it was his brother, Adrian, the man that topped 5 of the 6 online challenges. But we've come to the Global Series when it matters, when it counts, and it's the younger of the two, Christian MM17, that so far is showing his brother the way.
God, what's it like going down that straight there, heading down towards turn 3? Looks like one of the biggest rushes you can get on a MotoGP bike.
Yeah, it's true that we don't get, I think, one of the highest top speed of the year, but at the end you are going at, I think, 315, but in a corner. So you need to brake on the left side and then on the right side to make the turn. So the stopping performance is a lot, because the corner 3 is like 60 km/h. So it's quite nice to go into this hill on this speed.
What did you think the first time you did it at full speed, fully tucked in? We're like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, the first lap I was, let's say, not scared, but I was really surprised, and I didn't keep full gas. So on the second lap was quite better, and every lap you learn a lot on the MotoGP bike. So I think was quite nice to be there with the Yamaha.
Especially when you're a quick learner like yourself, it seems then. But we're coming on to this final, well, penultimate lap, I should say, lap 9 of 10. And this battle for the podium is not over. Trastevere on the Yamaha hunting down Mereja, but his opportunities are running out, Jack. Only 10 corners or so on this circuit. Who's that going seriously wide? That is Mereja going very wide. Got to be careful of those track limits in these final stages. That is when Mike is going to be extra eagle-eyed and ready to pounce to give someone a penalty there. He even cut the corner.
He did. Well, that corner cutting, just counting for track limits as well, so he needs to be careful on that one. But more importantly, Matt, it looks like he went wide and made a mistake, which has allowed Trastevere to close in. This is a great passing opportunity now, down at the bottom of the hill.
Oh, he's going to go for it. He's going for it. We're looking at chase cam here. He's at the inside. Yeah, he's got him. Oh, he chops his nose off. Great action. He's getting him on the cutback. Yes, he is. Oh, this is superb action there. Into the left-hander zone. Mereja, brilliant defending. Oh, what do you make of that? Even got an applause from Fabio Quartararo here. Oh my goodness me. So penultimate lap then. Trastevere's not going to let this one go though. Adrian DP26 ready to pick up the pieces if these two get a bit too spicy on these final lap.
You can be absolutely guaranteed Trastevere is going to make another move. Maybe even now he's looking up the inside. Can he lunge up the inside? No, not this time around. Oh, big mistake from Mereja on the curb on the inside, and the rear wheel was trying its best to kick him out. Just about keeps it in line, and as they come across the line, we've got just one lap to go. Can Mereja hold off the factory Yamaha of Trastevere for the final podium place?
You can't take anything away from this man, though, on the run down to turns 2 and 3. 3.7 seconds ahead. This race is Christian MM17's, so long as he keeps it rubber side down. That third place, though, might not be Mereja's.
Quartararo, Fabio, where is the best place to make a move on this final lap? We saw Dobby dive down at the final corner. Surely that's not the best there.
No, that's not the best, but I think right now in the downhill and the penultimate corner for sure is they are the best places to overtake.
And then we'll see what he can do up the inside, maybe into turn 9 later on in the lap. We're going down into turn 4 at the moment, though. On board with Mereja. Trastevere so close to him. Oh, the inside. He's trying to make a move there. Juan NH, a corner cut again. Accusation for him from Mike. Can he go up the inside at turn 6? No, that is not a standard overtaking place, but it is. It is. Your name is Trastevere. What am I saying? What a move from the double champion. He's going to get straight back from Mereja. This is not over. A couple of corners left, Jack.
The gloves are off between between these two. Contact between the pair of them. Mike will be watching it, keeping his eye on both of them. But as we go into the final sector now, Christian MM17 is at the front of the race, and in the bottom left-hand side of your picture, he's going to take a comfortable victory and take control of the Global Series before we head to Aragon. Juan NH will take second place, and the rookie Mereja holds off Trastevere in the final stages to take a debut podium finish. What a result from the Brazilian, but that man right there, Christian MM17, takes the win. Juan NH on the KTM in Austria, absolutely delighted with second place. Fabio, what a race.
Actually, it was even better than the Motogp race.
Yeah.
And no, but for sure, it's really nice to watch the battles and everything. So.
Oh, they're absolutely chuffed down there as well. That really was absolutely excellent. But results are not yet confirmed, Jack. We could still see some surprises. So many race direction messages on there. Could we see something like some Moto3 penalties handed out?
We could possibly do. I think Mike's got quite the job at the moment to look through all of the highlights on that one. Plenty of contact between the riders. That's what we like to see. We like to see them getting close and making it as competitive as it possibly was. Fabio, what did you make of your first eSport commentary encounter?
Was really nice, actually, because I never expect that really good races. So yeah, it's nice to watch like all the passion for video games, and even more with MotoGP.
Can have a quick word with Bomber afterwards as well. Couple of crashes from him. Unfortunately can't get the Petronas Yamaha on the podium like you did, but he has got Aragon in 2 weeks' time. Surely for him it's all about just resetting now.
Yeah, it's a shame. Also, it's crucial. Like in real, the qualifying he starts quite fast. So I think the best is to start over the top 6. So I hope he get a good qualifying for the next one. I didn't see the qualifying, but he will get good results.
Yeah, you'll have to go and give him a hug afterwards to make sure he's all right.
Yeah.
We'll see him back again at Aragon next week. I mean, as you said, so many crazy moves. Got to be so many black flags. I hear that actually we are expecting some penalties maybe from somebody, but we're going to get a look at the highlights now of the race.
Before we go to the classified results, let's just remind you of an action-packed 10 laps at the Red Bull Ring. It was the man from pole position, Christian MM17, that, to be frank, didn't get the greatest of starts. Trastevere from the middle of the front room dived through, but braked way too late. Nearly all 12 of the field outside the track limit as they went through turn number 1, just as you predicted, Fabio. He was super tight through turn number 3 as well. Again, loads of guys nearly in the gravel trap, but that man right there, Christian MM17, took full advantage of the carnage behind him to break clear. It was 1 second, then it was 2, and it was eventually 3. A superb performance from the young Spaniard.
Well, as our co-commentator said, with all these moves, plenty of black flags would be deserved if it was not eSports. But absolute chaos on that first lap that made for tremendous viewing.
He certainly did, and lessons I think will be learned as well. The guys so competitive on this first lap, it allowed the man at the front to break clear. And how important is that not to dice in that first lap of the race? Try save it for the end so you can keep the battle for the lead as close as possible.
Yeah, I think it's really important also for the. I don't know if it's also really important in the game, but the tire life is one of the best things to do. If you don't really save it, you will drop a lot of position. So yeah, it's nice to see that it's also same as us. And I will try to learn how to manage the tire also in the game.
Well, if you learn to manage the tyre too well in the game, we might see you here on the stage next season, perhaps, maybe. It depends how quickly you take to that. We'll have to see, won't we? But the battle just raged on and on, as we see with number 67, Mereja, versus Trastevere. Turn 6s and 7 in Austria, they are not overtaking spots usually, but with these guys, they certainly were. But no one could stop this guy, Christian MM17.
Over 3.5 seconds clear. We are waiting for confirmed results, but one thing that we can say for sure is that man right there will lead the championship as we head on to Aragon. What a performance from Christian MM17 aboard the Suzuki. We think that the KTM of Juan NH may well take second place, but let's find out. Let's get the classified standings for race 2 of the Global Series.
And take a look at the bottom of your screens, though. So these are the final results. But look at that exclamation mark next to Juan NH. He will incur some kind of sanction. Here it is, a 0.5 second penalty for rider. It's number 77, Juan NH 16. But that does not mean there is any change in position. So Mike just laying down the law a little bit, just saying, hey, I will incur sanctions to you guys. I will hand them out. Be careful next time around to Aragon.